Started with 500, on my way to a mil, closed over 100 deals. Can't change us. It's the game changers. It's the game changers.
You want to ask yourself every single day, am I doing everything possible to reach that goal? Don't get too far of yourself. Stay in the moment, stay grounded, and continue to push every single day. Welcome to the Game Changer Podcast. I'm your host, Elijah Bryant, and we got two special guests with us today. We got two pioneers of the land space, Deandre and Jeff. How y'all doing?
It's good, my guy.
Good.
I appreciate y'all for coming. Y'all drove all the way from Miami, so you know that's a trip. But let's bring it back. How'd y'all become partners?
Well, I want to say I started out working at this job, Enterprise. You know, they're doing like renting rental cars and stuff.
Okay.
So when I got there, I was already woke. I was like, I'm just here to learn how to sell. I just need to learn the skills so I can get out of here. I was already trying to wholesale houses because I just kind of started on my journey. And then he happened to be in the same group that I was in. So that's kind of how we met. And then kind of after the whole Enterprise thing went up, you know, basically it didn't work out, COVID and all that stuff. That's when we started linking up, you know, and then we just started going with the game, you know.
Okay, so at Enterprise, right? So y'all working together. Is there like, did you see him close any deals, or did you see him make any cold calls, or he was just talking about it?
It was crazy. I mean, Dre had mentioned wholesaling. I was, unfamiliar with this space. I was like, yo, Dre, what the hell is that? Yeah. And, when I first, when me and Dre got hired at this Enterprise place, I was thinking as with a poor mindset. I'm like, man, I'm about to make $40K a year. Mind you, bro, I'm fresh out of college. Just got done hooping. This is my first real job. And, I'm thinking $44K a year. That's sweet.
That's good, bro.
Like, I'm about to make some bread finally. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is in college, bro. We was getting crumbs. All we was doing was playing basketball. So, when Dre mentioned, wholesaling, I didn't know what he was talking about. I just see Dre in the corner of the hotel room because in the corporate world, when we first got started, they hired us and put us in a hotel. So they made us feel good. Giving us 5-star meals. They was treating us to the best. Like, bro, I'm talking about, I ain't never experienced that, as a corporate employee, but Dre was actually in my head. He's like, yo, bro, they're not even finna have us here for 6 months. I'm trying to learn this skill and get out. There's motherfuckers out here making $100K a month flipping contracts. And I was like, nah, ain't no way. Did you close a deal? Yeah. And the whole time I'm looking at him, he's like, nah, I ain't closed one, but I'm close to it. And I was like, yo, how long you been doing it? He was like, man, a few months, almost a year now. And I was like, man, you should quit, bro. Like, we got a full-time job. We making $44K a year. Like, you stressing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to this money. And, bro, Dre just had that ambition. And he's like, nah, bro, I refuse to be a slave. And, he gave me the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. I read that, changed my whole mindset. And I was like, Dre, I finally get what you were saying. And it was crazy. 6 months later, because Dre had called, he was like, yo, bro, 6 months from now, they're going to get rid of us. And I was like, nah, I'm going to be a I was like, bro, I'm going to be a corporate manager. I'm about to make $100K a year in 4 years.
Right.
Jay was like, bro, you lost, bro. 6 months later, he fired me, bro. And I was like, Dre, bro, you was right.
Damn.
You was right, bro. Like, they got rid of us. And then like 2 weeks later, Dre got fired. And I was just like, yo, Dre, I think this is God, bro. This might be our destiny, dog, to lock in. And ever since then, we locked in.
So what was your next steps after that?
Man, after that, after I got fired, bro, obviously, bills still coming through. I had to end up getting a part-time job at Home Depot. Dre was like, nah, F that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all in with this wholesaling shit. But, inside of me, I was still like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I still wanted to make sure, I was able to cover my bills. So I ended up getting a part-time job at Home Depot, making $15 an hour, bro. I was making pennies, making like $250 every single week. And, I was doing this on the side. I was wholesaling on the side with Dre, every day after work, I would just drive to Dre's apartment. I'm like, yo, bro, man, like I got my laptop, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? We cold calling, bro. My first cold call, I didn't know what to say. I was on the phone with the sellers. I was like, you want to sell your house? I was getting banged on. I was getting cussed out. It was a crazy journey. I almost quit, bro. I'm gonna be real. I almost quit. I was 4 months in, just cold calling. Dre just giving me the information, and Bro, I was like, Dre, this can't be real, bro. This can't be real. No way you going through this not making no money, dog. You know
So this is like 4 months after you guys got fired.
4 months.
Still cold calling, didn't get nothing going.
Bro,
damn. So what kept y'all going?
It was honestly, it was just I was on YouTube. I was seeing other wholesalers. I was watching the videos, seeing them doing. I'm like, yo, if this person can do it, then I know I can get it done. You know, so that's what kept me motivated. Plus, you know, getting fired wasn't a bad thing because instead of me spending 10 hours at that job, I was able to focus in at home. And then meanwhile, my peoples keep calling me, hey, when you going back to work? I'm like, I'm not going back. Like, y'all just gonna have to kick me out or whatever. I'm not going back to work. I'm just gonna have to keep, I'm gonna have to keep doing this, you know? Like, I'm telling you, my family members got on a 3-way call to jump me. Like, hey, you gotta go back to work. I said, no, I'm not. I'm not. Well, he kick you out. Well, I'm gonna go to the next person's place. Kick you out. Well, I'm just gonna keep doing it until I figure this shit out. And then when I figured it out, you know? So that's what kept me motivated.
So did any of y'all close any house deals?
Yeah, I closed a few house deals. My first house deal was actually in Jacksonville, and then I did 2 more deals, one in Tampa and another one in St. Pete. So I did do a few house deals.
And this is virtual?
All virtual. Yeah, all virtual. Because I was trying to do it in my backyard, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Crazy tough with the houses. Yeah. So I started a little further north, you know, started to go up Palm Coast, Jacksonville, and then did my first house deal there. Then I went over to St. Pete, Tampa, did my first houses there. You know, so I just started going, I'm like, wow, I could do this throughout the whole state. I don't even need to be in my backyard.
Yeah.
You know?
So now, what was that transition into the land space? Because I know you getting success with houses. You watching this.
I'm watching it.
What was that initial jump into the land space?
Yeah, so when Derby did the seminar or the conference in Atlanta, so we flew out there, and then she went through 2 days how to, you know, finding the builders, doing the land stuff. And then after that, we flew back and was like, that was game-changing information. So when we got back to Florida from Atlanta, he jumped straight in on land. And then I was still stuck on houses. Like, man, let me close out the rest of these house deals, and then I'll get on land. But right now, you know, but he already started.
Yeah. So before we even went to the event, bro, like I was telling Dre, I was like, mind you, 4 months in, bro, I'm at breaking point. I'm about to quit, bro. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm about to go get another job. Bro, I was like, Dre, bro, there's got to be something else we can wholesale, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Houses can't be the only thing we can wholesale. You know, Dre was like, hey, bro, you can wholesale anything. You can wholesale land, commercial buildings, apartments. I mean, bro, you just got to pick a niche, double down, and just go at it. And I was like, land, you know what I'm saying? I've never heard nobody talk about land. Dre was the only person that mentioned, yeah, you can wholesale land. I was like, damn, have you ever thought about doing it? He was like, yeah, it's in my notes right here, but hey, these houses keep me busy. And I was like, all right, I mean, damn, let me check out land. I went on YouTube, bro, I ain't seen nobody talking about it. I seen a few people talking about land. And I'm like, man, this can't be that hard. Yeah. I was like, you know what, man, F it. I'm gonna take action, bro. Picked up the phone. I was on Zillow looking at land leads in my backyard. Came across some dude in Miami. He owned a 3,500 square foot lot, right? He had it listed for 50,000. Right, and I was like, all right, this doesn't look too bad. I'm looking around the area. I seen a lot just sell for 55 on that same street that same week. And, you know, I'm looking at it. You know, I immediately called the owner. I ain't called the buyer first. I called the owner. I was like, hey, Mr. Owner, you know, I just made an offer. I was like, hey, would you take $40K, cover closing costs? You know, would that be something? He's like, yeah, we can do that if you can close in a week. And I was like, all right, let me get back to you. Let me speak with my partner, blah, blah, blah. I immediately called that listing that just bought that property on the same block for 55. I called her, it was a realtor, but come to find out, she was also a builder in Miami. Called her, I was like, hey, Mildred, I seen that you just buy this property here for 55K. I have another one on the same street, same size. I mean, would you take it for 45? And then she was like, send me the address. I sent her the address, and you know, she was like, I'll take it. And immediately I was like, oh, whoa. I went back to bro. I didn't even get him on the contract. I went back to bro. I was like, hey man, we can do 40K closing a week. And then what messed me up, he was like, all right, I want you to put $5,000 down. I didn't have 5K to my name. So I went back to the buyer. I was like, hey Mildred, can you put 5K and close by next week? She was like, yep, send me the contract. And from then I sent bro the contract, put the 5K. He signed it that same day. I sent the assignment to the buyer. got both contracts to the title company. I made $5K
in a week,
bro.
In a week.
I know that felt good.
Bro, when I tell you, bro, I'm at Home Depot. Like, as soon as I got the email, title company was like, yeah, Jeff, checks are ready. We're all good to close. Bro, I'm at Home Depot on my apron. I'm calling Dre. I'm like, yo, Dre, I just closed my first deal. He's like, hey, fam, come pick me up. We on our way to the title company, bro. I literally left all the way from Boynton, drove all the way to come pick him up. We went straight to the title company. It was like an hour away. Man, I was looking at that check. Me and Dre walked in the office. I was like, yo, fam, I did it.
Yeah, you know that feeling is the best.
And bro, after that, I was like, yeah, it's land, bro. I'm all in, bro. Made $5K just like that, bro. On Zillow.
That's crazy. In a week. Like, when I got into the land space, it took me about 3 weeks. And then after I made that first 6,000, it was like,
for sure.
I couldn't even go to sleep. I didn't want to sleep.
Same.
I know it's crazy.
Bro, I was up thinking all night, like, yo, I gotta go find some more land, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I linked up with a buyer that bought it, and come to find out, she's buying all throughout Miami, through that area. And I did more deals in my backyard with her. You know, I ended up closing like a 15K deal with her, like 2 15K deals in Miami. And Miami's tough, bro. It's a tough market, bro. Just with the sellers, the buyers. I mean, there's so much sharks over there, but you know, as I learned that, yo, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get leads, I gotta get the right softwares, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm on Zillow, you know what I'm saying, making all this money. So, you know, once I figured out about Propstream and all that extra stuff, I was all in, bro. I started reinvesting back into myself, and man.
And another thing that's important that you're saying, right, you caught these leads in Miami, a tough market, but because it's land, not many people is focusing on land. Most people is focusing on the commercial, the single family, multifamily. So you could catch those 15K deals on Zillow because of the land. So Deandre, how'd you get your first land deal?
So when I did my first house deal in Jacksonville, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start looking for hot markets and throughout the entire state of Florida. I noticed that Jacksonville also was hot for land as well. And then it's funny because the house buyer that I sold the house to, I found out that they also bought land as well. So it was like a buyer, they bought houses and land. So I think they do what's called like rent. Like they buy the land, they build the house and rent them out. You know, they call it like turnkey. So either they're gonna fix them up and then rent them out, or they're gonna build it and rent it out and then sell it to some overseas investor or out of town investor or out of state investor, and then they kind of sell it to them and they manage it for them. Kind of like a turnkey operation. So I was like, hey, you guys buy land as well? And they say, yes, we also buy some vacant lots, so send me what you have. So I did my first, campaign in Jacksonville for vacant lots. And then I got my first land deal. I'm gonna say it took like 2 months. 2 months, and it was like a 4K deal. So 2 months into just doing the marketing with the vacant lots. And in the same neighborhood, in the same area, the same city.
You know what's crazy, right? I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit, cause at this time I'm watching y'all. I'm doing houses, but I'm seeing y'all post these land deals. Because we had a whole circle, right? So I'm seeing you, especially. I think I seen one picture you post like a deal. So I just made probably like 15K on the house deal, but that house deal took everything. I had to drive to Sarasota 3 times, show buyers, show everything, right? I see you post a check, it's like 5,000, 7,000, 5,000, 8,000. I'm like, nah, I gotta get into land. So that's crazy how that happened. Now, how'd y'all start getting some traction? Like, I know you start off as a beginner. Most people, they start off as a beginner. But what helped y'all scale to like the level y'all at right now?
I would definitely say getting a CRM, having a CRM definitely helps scale. And then the text blasting, like really text blasting, being able to text like 1,000, 2,000 people a day. We was doing a lot of manual texting. We texted people on Text Now, Google Voice, text free, manually using Excel sheets. So we was getting deals done, but it wasn't at scale. So once we got a CRM, once we started hiring people, then that's when things just started to just kind of lift off. So definitely having a CRM and then and then also just having a lot of leads. Like I used to be really cheap with data. Like now, let's say I'm looking at a list, it's like 5,000 records. I'm like, nah, let me just pull 2,000. You know,
Yeah.
just being cheap. I'm
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. Like, if it's 5,000 records, I'm gonna pull all 5,000. I'm gonna skip trades all 5,000. And I'm gonna market all 5,000. You know,
Yeah.
so not being cheap with data is really what changed it. And then of course having the CRM, getting not to all those 5,000 records. Texting them manually would take forever.
What CRM y'all using?
We use the Flipforce CRM to
Okay.
do all the text blasting, all the cold calling, everything.
I never heard of that. Can y'all like tell me a little bit about it? Like, are they just for texting? Are you cold calling on this system?
Everything. I mean, it's an all-in-one system. You can cold call. You can actually make calls. You can text blast. You can email blast. You know, I mean, it's pretty much all in one, bro. And how we've been able to kind of scale with that, bro. The reason why is because I love Flipforce because of the support, bro. Like, we're not techies, you know what I'm saying, Elijah? Like, we not in the business to handle all the back end issues, Twilio issues. You know, we notice that a lot of times people in our business, a lot of people shut their wholesale business down because of the Twilio issues.
Yeah.
We realized that was a big issue, and bro, you know, we kind of focused on finding that person to pretty much help us with the support of the back end, because all we want to do is make offers, bro. We want to get on the phone with sellers. We want to make offers, bro. We don't want to we don't want to deal with none of the back end issues, bro. So we realized, bro, like the support with Flipforce was crazy, because every time like we'll get suspended or an issue will pop up, they'll resolve it that same day and literally get our account unsuspended, and you know, we're back to normal, because like we want us to run our business smoothly. We don't want to go 2 weeks, 3 weeks without texting people.
Exactly.
Because bro, that's when we losing out on money. We losing out on other people making offers before us. So it was a big issue, and bro, ever since we had that support, bro, like it changed everything, you know. And we were able to market freely. We were able to talk to sellers every single day, and bro, that's kind of how we've been able to scale like every single like month, bro. Like we doing numbers every month, bro.
That's for sure. I see it. You post all the time on Instagram, a check coming to the mail like every day. So
like every day, bro.
You know,
So,
that's dope.
You know, I gotta say, you know, obviously we need VAs, you need employees, because I'm not a one-man team. You know, I got like 6 employees in my business. I know Deandre has like 6 employees in his business as well. But man, just making sure that you're training your VAs, you're giving them actual numbers to hit, goals to hit every single week is very important, because if you're letting your VAs just do whatever, you're not going to be able to hit your targets. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them numbers, quotas every single week, every single month. So one thing the book I read was Traction, and it kind of changed everything, and bro, organized everything, and now, you know what I'm saying, like just trying to take it to a whole nother level, bro.
for sure. What was y'all biggest deal?
So my biggest deal was a 65K land deal, about 4 acres, not too far from Jackson Airport. And it was 4 acres split up into 3 different parcels. And it's funny because this deal was actually listed on the market like for a whole year, right? Listed overpriced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, yo, like what's, you know, I saw something in this deal, right? It was vacant land, but everybody was looking past it. And I'm like, yo, there's something about this deal that they don't see. So when I evaluated the deal, that they had mobile homes on it, and then I seen the mistake. I seen the error with the realtor. So the realtor had it listed as a mobile home, but comes with 4 acres of land. So you didn't have it listed as vacant land, come with mobile home. You get what I'm saying? So once I seen that, I was like, oh, let me get this deal locked up right away. So I got it in the contract for $250, sold it to the buyer for what, $320, and then made like $70K on it. And then I had like a $5K holdback because somebody was living in one of the mobile homes, so the builder wanted to hold back $5K in case they had to evict them. Yeah. But once the person left, I basically got the remaining $5K, so it was a $70K land deal.
That's dope, bro. How'd you find the builder or buyer?
All Zillow, public records. They're all there. You go to Zillow, you look at all the land that's selling, and then you click on the land, you put the address on property appraiser, and the buyer's LLC is there. You put it on Google, and then the website pops up.
Yeah.
Website, phone number, email, website. I'm putting in an inquiry. I'm calling them. Hey, let me get to your land acquisitions. Dude emailed me like 2 days later. Like, yeah, you know, we're looking for land. So, you know, yeah.
It's crazy because you didn't spend any money to make that 70,000.
Nah, definitely not. Zillow was free. I found a buyer free. So, because I found the deal on Zillow.
Yeah.
Found the buyer on Zillow. free. Zillow, anybody can go on Zillow right now. You know what I mean? I just kind of put what I knew together and just made a deal happen, you know?
And that's why I tell people, like, this is generational information that could turn into generational wealth. That probably took you 2 to 3 hours tops. And it's free, and now you just made 70,000. Did you show like your family members or all the people that was like, nah, get a job? I'd have sent them that, a screenshot, like, hold that. Did you do that?
I didn't do that because if I do that, then they're gonna start asking me
money.
Man, listen,
That'd be my problem.
They're gonna start calling, hey, I need this. So I mean, I did show like the people that was like I was wholesaling with, Jel, everybody who was like who needed motivation, like who was wholesaling doing houses. Like, look, this is $65K from a one land deal. You know what I'm saying? So I did show kind of the circle and everybody.
What about you? What was your biggest?
Bro, my biggest deal was 30K in Mint Hill, North Carolina. It was in Mint Hill. So how I came across that, I noticed that it was a really good area. Pulled a list over there. I had a buyer that was actually looking for crazy amount of lots over there. And I came across 2 side-by-side lots, right? Got it for, I believe it was like 30K, and then I ended up selling it to him for 60K. He ended up taking it for 60K, and bro ended up closing it in 30 days. It was a smooth transaction. Like it was just something like, oh, okay, I found a really good deal. You wanted to take it for, you know, double the money. It was smooth. We ended up closing in 30 days, got a 30K check, and
it's crazy.
It was from there. And you know, I obviously right now I'm actually working on another one where, you know, God willing it closes, but it's like a potential 6-figure play, but you know what I'm saying, this is out in Georgia, but you know, right now it's under contract. We're going through the feasibility study with the buyer, so you know, we're looking to close on that by the end of this month. So, you know what I'm saying, fingers crossed, you know how I mean, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? But bro, if it hits, bro.
Right.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
That's crazy. 30K in 30 days. Now, you said North Carolina.
North Carolina, man.
You live in Florida.
I live in Florida, bro.
What made you even look in North Carolina, and then also like that confidence to even do that? You know, while being in Florida.
I noticed, bro. Florida's not the only market that's booming. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina is going crazy. Georgia, Texas. I mean, all these markets, bro, that we can actually choose from. And I went to North Carolina because I actually connected with a builder out there on LinkedIn, because I was on LinkedIn one day just trying to build my builders list, and you know, he hit me up. He was like, yo, Jeff, I need lots in this area. I'm not looking for large acreages. I'm actually looking for infill lots. And I was like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me the areas. I just pulled my list, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confident. As long as I get criteria in front of me, bro, I can close deals anywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about just creating conversations, building that relationship over the phone with the sellers, because sellers sell to who they like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with my personality, I can make anybody sell me their land, you know what I'm saying? So it don't even matter where I'm at, you know? And I just pull my list, bro, confidently, you know, text blast to all the vacant landowners in that area, you know what I'm saying? I found the motivated sellers and I brought them a play, and ever since then, you know what I'm saying, we're still doing deals in North Carolina. I'm doing deals in Georgia. I'm doing deals in Texas, Florida.
It's crazy.
Like, we're all over, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to be limited, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all close any deals where y'all didn't even have to speak to the seller?
Oh, all the time. That's normal.
That's normal.
It's like, I want to like say, yeah, we did that, but it's a normal thing. Like most of our land deals, I probably speak to like none of the sellers, majority of the time. Maybe at closing when it's time to close, but we lock them up through text. We make the offers through text, negotiate through text, and then the deals just really all go through text. Like, it happens so naturally. Like, we was doing it, but we didn't realize we was doing it. I'm like, yo, we know we just did 30K this month, and I ain't talking to none of these sellers. And I was like, wow, all through text messaging.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. So back in, I think this is 2021, you guys were all text blasting. I was doing the cold calling. So I was getting all my deals from cold calling, but you know with cold calling, you on the dialer 8 hours a day. It takes some time, but you know, so once I got into the texting, and I started seeing, damn, I don't even have to speak to these people and I can make 10, 15, 20,000. Like, that's when it really becomes like a game changer.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, man, I actually just made 16K last week from a seller in Georgia I didn't even talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Crazy.
he didn't even want to get on the phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, so can we get on the phone? He's like, nah, I'd rather prefer text. Because some people rather prefer to text instead of getting on the phone. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I just adapted to what he wanted. I was just texting him the whole time. You know, we came to agreement on the number. Sold his property like 45 days later. You know, it was a 20K play, but I ended up, you know, paying a commission out to the realtor. I ended up netting like 16K on the deal without even getting on the phone.
That's
it was
dope.
just text message, bro. And a lot of people got iPhones.
Yeah.
And me and Deandre was just talking about it in the car. I'm like, bro, in this generation, if you got an iPhone and you're broke,
there's no excuse, bro. There's so much money out here.
No way, just off texting, bro. So everybody texts every day. It's just like, hey, who are you texting?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So conversations, bro.
Yes.
Find new friends. Make friends with new people.
Facts, new circles, cause you texting, gossiping all day about Diddy, while somebody making 16K through text. We got a 23K through text, and we ain't even speak to it'd be really crazy.
Yeah.
Like when I tell like my mom or my dad, like I just made this through a text message, they don't believe me. Yeah. So I'll be like, that's all you got to do.
They believe
People still don't believe me. They still don't believe me. Still don't, to this day.
My mom believes me now. She be seeing the checks, so she like, I believe you, Chad. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah. So you guys also have a community. So what inspired you to do that? And then also, you know, talk about your community as well.
So the community is called the Land Flipping Empire. So what inspired is that people really kept hitting us up. You know, they kept seeing the checks, and then they kept following the content on Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. And then we got DMs every day with questions like, hey, how can I find buyers? Hey, how do I find sellers? Hey, can I pay you to teach me? Like, people are requesting us like, hey, I'll pay. Do you coach? I'll pay you. Like, just offering to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, we was just like, nah, because we just so locked in on the business, doing the deals, you know, and then a few deals later, they close a couple more deals, the DMs just keep coming. The comments just keep coming. And then we basically just decided, you know what, you know, let's start an academy, and then let's start teaching people how to do it. Let's help them, let's support them, and kind of give them the game. So it was really just all the people that was hitting us up every single day. You know, and then we was trying to be nice. I'm responding to all these DMs like, yeah, that's how you find a buyer, that's how you find a seller. Here go the contracts. You know, it wasn't.
But it takes the time.
It takes time, just trying to be helpful, but then it got kind of overwhelming. So it was like, what can we do to just kind of bring everybody together and then just make it affordable, and then where people can learn and get real good information. You know?
Yeah, and then another thing that what made us make it too, you know, sometimes there will be people that's getting in the game, newbies trying to get in the game, bringing us deals. And, you know, sometimes I'll be like, yo, bro, this is a bad deal. Like, we can't JV this. Like, this is on a dirt road. It got wetlands. So a lot of times, a lot of people just didn't know the information. And it's like, hey, we wanted to make money with these people, but, you know, they just didn't know the right information. And it was like, you know what, Dre, I think we should create, you know, something where we can teach them the right way, how to find these deals the right way, how to negotiate, what to look for. And, you know, we just started off. It was like, yeah, bro, let's start an academy, man, and let's do it. Let's teach people the right way, so that way the people that are bringing us deals, they're bringing us deals in the right areas, and not, you know what I'm saying, like
just some BS from Seattle or something.
Yo, bro, you know how it be like, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? From any like Timbuktu, bro. Like, hey, bro, this is in the middle of nowhere, bro. Like, there's no properties around. And, you know, we kind of wanted to break it down and show people a way to actually bring us deals the right way, the ethical way. You know what I'm saying? So, came out with the academy. You know, I think we came out with it 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And ever since then, man, honestly, bro, it's been honestly a blessing. We've helped over hundreds of people get into the business. We've made a lot of people make a lot of money. We have a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like we had a 19-year-old college student from Dallas, Texas. She joined our community last year. Her name's Brooklyn Brown, bro. She came into our academy, you know, with a little bit of knowledge. She hit me up through the DMs like, yo, Jeff, you know, I heard a lot about you guys. I want to join your academy. I've never done a deal, but I'm willing to learn. And she joined our academy, Eli. In 4 months, she made over $100,000, bro.
Crazy.
First six-figure student.
First six-figure student made over $100K, bro.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow. And you're still in college. You're 19 years old. When I was 19, I was partying, bro.
Right.
I wasn't even thinking about money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for her to even just have that mindset, like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all in, and she did it. And, you know, ever since then, we've had other people make money. Man, I mean, we got so much success stories that we can talk about, but, you know what I'm saying? I know we got a little bit of time.
Nah, this is dope because, you know, with teaching, right, what I notice is when you teaching somebody, you actually learn more yourself.
Yeah.
So as I'm teaching people how to create a business, I'm creating my business to be even bigger. And like you said, you're also doing joint ventures. So a lot of these people, they don't know which areas to focus on. They don't know how to reach out to the builders. So when you have that education platform that they could just click a video, watch it, now they know how to do it. And then they could bring you deals, and then you could close deals together. And it's not just about the money. It's the impact too.
That's the most important, because like me and Dre always say, bro, like I get excited when other people close deals, right? I'm numb to it. Like I'm numb to the checks coming in every day. I get real deal excited when I see somebody post there, yo, I just closed my first deal, I made 5K. Hey, I just closed my first deal, I made 10K. Because I'm like, whoa.
That's feeling.
It's a trickle effect, and I'm just like, wow, bro, you guys really made money off of the information that we put out. And it's like, yo, bro, I know God is going to bless us 10 times every single time.
100%.
Definitely best feeling, bro. Best feeling.
So what is y'all like plans moving forward? Like, you know, let's say everything could go right. What is the end of 2025 look like for y'all?
Well, I would definitely say having a bigger impact on, like, as far as with the academy and stuff, doubling or tripling the amount of students we have, and then also getting into live events, you know, so connecting to people more locally, because most of the people we connect with is all virtual, it's online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So I believe that if we can start making some impact locally, maybe in our neighborhood, we can probably triple the amount of students that we have and impact more lives, you know. So I think that's something that we're looking forward to.
What about you?
Yeah, man, just to piggyback over that, definitely more impact. And then I would say, you know, on the personal side, just growing, bro, you know, getting a bigger team. I just recently purchased an office in Columbia, so I'm looking to scale out there and actually get some more employees and really turn it into a real operation, you know what I'm saying? Because there's just so much deals out here, bro. And especially, and the reason why I chose Columbia, bro, is because I know sometimes we come across leads where people only want to speak in Spanish. I don't have no Spanish killer on my team, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I've probably missed out on millions of dollars just because I don't speak Spanish, you know what I'm saying? So light bulb came in my head. I was just like, you know what? Let me start an operation out here and build a team, a solid culture out here. And bro, you know, just trying to just take over the land game one state at a time, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
So in terms of Colombia, are you going to be living out there? Or?
I'm going to be back and forth, you know, sometimes I'll be out there, you know, maybe 3-6 months out at a time and then come back, you know, but I'm really going to be out there for work, just making sure my team is doing what they got to do. Because I got a boy who's also partnering with me. He speaks Spanish as well, so he's kind of going to be my like manager out there, my CEO, making sure that, you know, we're hitting the numbers daily. And obviously, you know, we're virtual, bro. So I can always get on a Zoom meeting with my team, even if I'm in the States. But it's going to be a lot of back and forth flying. Colombia's like 3 hours away, bro. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's right
it's
there.
Right there, bro. It's like a 3-hour drive here.
It's one of my favorite countries. Never have a bad time out there. So I definitely feel like we definitely got to collaborate, you know, 2025, 2026, have a big ass land event, you know, that would be so dope. But any last words y'all got for the viewers?
Man, for any of you guys out there watching, follow us on Instagram, Facebook at the Land Flipping Empire. That's THE Flipping Empire Academy. And then you can follow me on personal Instagram, Facebook, Jeffrey Altidore, JEFFREY ALTIDORT. That's on Instagram and Facebook.
I just want to say, if you have any questions about joining the academy, or you just want to pick my brain, ask questions, you can text or call me at 561-223-9560. And then if you have any questions, just let me know.
My boy giving out the number. But if y'all want the plan on how to flip land, y'all know where to come. Game changers. Thank y'all. That was dope.
For sure, bro.